friends, and in this video we are going to discuss about the properties of the definite integrals. Now the properties of the definite integrals are very important. There are around 7 properties, and these properties will help you find out the different integrals using a suitable method. Now sometimes the suitability of the method does not depend on what you are given, but sometimes you have to manipulate the functions or the origin so that you can get integrable, or you can say the functions which you are trying to integrate into a more suitable form. So these properties, now we have studied that the definite integrations, when we write that find the definite integral x is a from, so from x is a to x is b fx dx, we are actually trying to find out the area of the function or area enclosed by the function in the range of x is a to x is b. This axis is representing x and this is y equals fx. So whenever we are finding out the x is a from the limit x is a to x is b fx dx, then actually we are trying to find out the area enclosed by the function, and with these 2 points a and b, like in the domain of a and b, close interval, because these 2 points are also included. So same with some properties. Now the properties one, I without wasting your important time, I just have noted these properties and I will describing them one by one, and I'll prove some of the properties which are little different or little discrete. So now here I go. So the first property is that integration of, we can write this as PO. So integration of fx from a to b is same as t is a to t is b, and that is ft dt. Now this is very much same thing. Suppose if I take another function where the variable will be t and this is ft, and if we have same function, because y equal to fx is not just any ordinary, this f is not just any ordinary symbol or the letter of the English alphabet, but it represents a relation or a function from a certain set of values to certain other set of values. So even if the notation changes from t, the relation remains same. It means that even if you plot the same function ft on the another coordinate system where the x-axis represents the t and the y-axis as t, you will actually get the same graph, and there it is, t is a and this is t is b. So it means logically you see the area enclosed by these 2 will definitely be same. Now I go for another property. Now second property says that a to b, integration from limit a to b fx dx is minus integration of b to a fx dx. Means if you interchange the values of the limit, then the value of the integral is also just negated. How? Now suppose that if we have this relation d by dx of fx as fx, it means fx is antiderivative of fx. So we write integration of fx dx as fx. So suppose here I change my function just to suit this notation as fx, or let it remain fx only. Here I can change that differentiation of capital Fx is small fx, then integration of small fx is capital Fx plus c. This is what we say when we use the idea of the antiderivative. So in this condition, what is this derivative of this one? This is capital Fx plus c, and the limiting value is a to b. So when you put the value there, then you get fb plus c, first I put the upper limit, minus the value of the expression with lower limit, that is fa plus c, and this gives you just fb minus fa, and because cc cancel. Now same thing here. In the case of this much, we have the same function, but this value, now I remove this part and I try to find for this much. So write minus, and then we have, because these two functions are same function, so here we have fx plus c, the integral of this also. Limit now changes to b to a. Then first here you have to put the upper limit, so minus, then I write curly bracket. First I write box, upper limit, that is fa plus c minus, this is fb plus c. So this is minus, this is fa minus fb. Now you introduce this minus here, so this will become fb minus fa. It means, now look at these two expressions, then this is so self-explanatory that these two values will be same. Means if you interchange the limit from, then the whole value will be just negated, or will become negative of whatever the value was. Now I go for property 3. Now property 3, that if you have to find integration of fx from the limit a to b fx dx, and if there is a point c which is between a and b, then this integration can be written as a to c and then c to b fx dx plus fx dx. Now look at this expression graphically. Now when you have a function like this, so this is x equals a, this is x equal to b, and there is a point c in between these two, x equal to c, then the integration of a to b fx dx is the whole part. Now this will be sum, this part is a to c integration fx dx, this part gives you this area, and this part gives you this area. Now sum of the areas of these two is given by this whole function. This is so self-explanatory, but always c should be in between a. Like suppose if you have some more points, c1, c2, c3, means whole area will be divided as a to c1, then c1 to c2, dot dot dot, and finally it will be just suppose cn to b fx dx, and all these strips will finally add up to give you the same area, which is given by a to b fx dx. Now I go for property 4. Now property 4 goes like this: integration of a to b fx dx is integration of a to b f a plus b minus x dx. Okay, why, how? So I try to prove this is equal to this, starting from RHS. Now I'll substitute, let a plus b minus x is t, so minus on differentiation minus dx is dt, because a and b are constant, so their differentiations will be 0. So this becomes minus dt, and this becomes ft. Now I have to change the limit also, because limit here is, this limit is for this. Now if I say that if x is a, then the a plus b minus a cancel, t becomes b, and when x is b, then t becomes a. So this becomes the limit. For a it is b, and for this it is a, and this is minus, so write this minus here. Now using the properties p1, we know that when you interchange the limit, then the minus sign will be negated further, and this become plus. So if I negate, so this becomes a, this becomes b, and the minus minus becomes positive ft dt. Now change of force here, like I want to change this expression from t to x. So the first property, which is a to b fx dx, is a to b ft dt. So a to b ft dt is a to b fx dx. This becomes a to b fx dx, and now this is the proof. Okay, now I go for property 5. Now property 5 is based on the property 4. It goes like 0 to a fx dx is 0 to a f a minus x dx. Now in this expression, if you just write b as 0, or if you write a as 0 and b as a, because if you write b as 0, then also you can get, but you have to resubstitute some certain values. So what I do that, if I write a as, let me use the red pen. So if I write a as 0, so that these two resemble the same thing. So if I write a as 0 and b as a, then what you have, this becomes 0, this becomes a, then this becomes 0, this becomes a. Now what it is, a minus x. So this becomes simply a minus x. Means property 5 is nothing but property 4 with the condition that a becomes 0 and the b becomes a. Since we have already proved that property 5, so we have already proved property 4, so we know that the property 4 is true. So anything based on the property 4 will also be true. So hence this statement, this property is also proven. Now I go for property 6 and property 7. So here we have property 6. This goes, find the integration of 0 to 2a, 0 to 2a fx dx is 2 times 0 to a f ax fx dx. 2 times 0 to a fx dx if f 2a minus x is fx, and 0 if f 2a minus x is minus fx. Now we'll go for the proof. So these two, we don't need two equal sign, you can say these two are together. So prove. Now you know that the a definitely lies between 2a, and this is 0 to a, this is 0 to 2a. So you can say a is definitely lying between 0 to 2a. So our question, this 0 to 2a fx dx will become 0 to a fx dx plus a to 2a fx dx. Now in this condition, if you use the property of this f 2a minus x is fx, then what do we do? That we have a property that 0 to a to 2a. So here we have, so suppose for this property is fine, this is fine, this I go for this particle, this part. So here I take t is 2a minus x, then you see that dt is minus dx. Now when x is a, then 2a minus a, t becomes a, and when x is 2a, this t becomes 0. So here we have our limit, this is 0 to a fx dx plus limit now becomes t. So here I write t equal to, because this is x equal to still, and this is t equals 0 to t equals a, and at the place of this if I write x, what is x? X is 2a minus t. So 2a minus t dt. Now there I change the origin. So here I am going down. So now let's see. So this part I leave as is x is 0 and x is a. This is fx dx plus here I change the origin from t to a using the property 2, that is a to b fx dx is a to b ft dt. So here it becomes x is 0 to x is a, and this we can write it as 2a minus x dx. Now just check out the condition. If 2a minus x is fx, if 2a minus x is fx, these two will be added up and they become this. If 2a minus x is minus fx, then these two will cancel each other and this answer will become 0. I think I made myself abundantly clear. Got it? So now I go to the property number 7. Now property 7, this is P7. It goes, the integration of minus a to a fx dx equals 2 times integration from 0 to a fx dx if fx is even function. Now what is even function? If f of minus x is fx, then it is called even function, and when it is 0, if fx is odd function. Now what do you mean by odd function? If f of minus x is minus fx, then it is odd function. Now again using this property, because between minus a and a we can have 0, so we write integration minus a to a fx dx equals minus a to 0 fx dx plus 0 to a fx dx. Now I want to work for this because this part is fine, I need this part. So I say let x equal to minus t, so dx is minus dt. So if x is minus t, then the minus x will be t and the dx will be minus dt. So here I say change the limit also, because if x equals minus a, then t equals a, and if x equals 0, then t also becomes 0. So this becomes a, this becomes 0, and at the place of x you write minus t. So f of minus t, and at the place of dx you better write as minus dt. So I write minus here, dt here, plus 0 to a fx dx. Now just look at the idea. If f of minus x is x, like suppose if this is an even function, then this whole thing will become a to 0, minus is gone and this will become minus, and this is f of x dx plus 0 to a fx dx. Now there you see, now here we have minus, everything is fine, these two are just same, this is negative and the limit are interchanged. So if I interchange the limit, then this minus will become plus, so I remove this minus, I make this is 0 and this also a. Now you see these two are identical, so these two add up and becomes this part is proven. Now again I return back to the original condition that there is a minus here and this is a and this is 0. But if f of minus t is minus fx, then this will become plus, right? Now if you interchange the limit again, this will become a, this will become 0 and this plus will become minus. Now these two are identical, sorry here I forgot to change the limit, this is 0 to a, so these two are same, equal and opposite, so these two cancel, so this will become 0. So this is how these properties of definite integration work. And then thank you very much for watching this video so patiently. Now in the next video we will solve, directly use this property and solve some of the questions of exercise 7.11 I think, and that will be quite helpful for you to really understand that how this property will be used. Thank you very much. Just subscribe to our channel. Have a nice time.